Good morning, everyone. So, today we are in the last session of how not to take things personally. And to take up this session, we have Sister Vinita with us, who have already taken up a beautiful session in the last to last week with us. She is currently rendering her services as a Raj Yoga teacher at Santa Cruz Center, Mumbai, and is a faculty member of Shaping Aviation Tourism Wing, Security Service Wing of Raj Yoga Education and Research Foundation at Brahmakumaris. So over to you, Didi. Thank you.
Thank you, sister. Om Shanti and good morning to all of you. So it's a pleasure to meet all of you again. And this whole month, you have been listening to these different aspects of the topic, how not to take things personally in life. And I believe that many of you have received many inputs and also have tried applying that in your day-to-day life. And spirituality is all about application. Just like in science, they conduct experiments and you see how it works. Now, what are the results of that? So, the confidence in the spiritual knowledge or your belief or understanding or faith comes with when you take attention and try to apply whatever you. It's not that you learn, you have to read too many things and listen to too many things. It's not that. What is more important is whatever little also you must be listening to, maybe 5 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day. Am I trying to apply even 5, 10, 15% of that in my life? Is there an attention towards that? Is there a focus towards that? When that inner attention is there, then you will find, you will feel the results. You can see the results in your day-to-day life. Because these spiritual laws, they are a kind of universal laws, but it requires an attention of application in life. So whenever we listen to knowledge, anything nice, so make an effort, to repeat that, repeat that knowledge in your mind and see where you can apply it in your life. Otherwise we'll feel that okay, ठीक है, हम सुन रहे हैं, ठीक है, लेकिन अभी प्रैक्टिकल वर्ल्ड तो हमारा डिफरेंट है एंड ये वर्ल्ड तो डिफरेंट है. So it's not that. The practical world is an extension of our inner world, and it is made up of all the thoughts, feelings, emotions, vibrations that we all human beings are emitting in this world. So that is why how the whole world is formed. So whatever corrections you want to make in your outer world, not the world at the macro level, even at the micro level, at where you are, you can take the first step of trying to see how things are working. That is why yogi is said to be prayogi. In Hindi it is said, Supreme says that yogi bhi bano and prayogi bhi bano. Prayog means always there is an experimentation of it. So, and that is what helps you to change the kind of patterns we have already developed in our day-to-day life. It helps us to challenge those beliefs, the nature, the kind of patterns of our mind that we have been already holding on to, because we all have become very comfortable with something what we already have. Maybe it's good or it is not very nice, but we all are comfortable with those things. And when you want to make a change, so you have to take those many steps every day and try experimenting. Suppose you are in a situation and just like what the topic is going on, where you are feeling hurt, somebody you have felt hurt because of someone's um, opinion or something someone has told you, and you have to think, that this is the way I generally think. When somebody tells me, I feel rejected, I feel unhappy, I feel sorrowful, then I will contemplate on it, then I will speak to somebody about it. And sometimes my 1 hour, 2 hours, 10 hours is just going behind all that. So this is my regular pattern, which I know, which I will always do. And this is for anything you can take. This is just one example. So this is my regular pattern. But when I have taken input of some knowledge, so now I have to kind of let go my emotions and understand and logically think that suppose now I have another choice of this is what I can do. So I have to try to implement that set of thoughts or set of feelings. And I have to do that. Maybe first time I may not be very successful in that, but I have to repeat that set of feelings or thoughts again and again. Whatever positive set of thoughts I have decided for myself, I have to consciously do that. So meditation does not mean like, we all wish that, that I have to apply, think positive, and I have to apply full stop. Yeah, that is what we have to do. But it doesn't come as a realization of one day that one day I'll just sit and think, and I think, okay, I'll put full stop and it happens. It is not like that. Even if you are learning, if you're driving a car, if you and if you have to apply a brake, to apply that brake also you have to practice driving the car. If you're driving a car, if somebody is just driving in a car and not practiced, and there is, something just comes in between, some other vehicle comes in between, so if he doesn't know, the one who can apply a brake, the one who has learned it. Otherwise you will end up, pressing the accelerator. So when you have knowledge and when you have practiced it, so spirituality means, though you're doing your outside work, whatever you're doing, but along with that, internally also you are aware what is going on in your mind, and uh, what am I doing, and with that inner awareness, because in spirituality there is no test paper which you have to write. There is some exam you have to give and then you will reach that level. It is not like that. Our daily events, small events, big events in life, they are all like our test papers. Every day you're in a examination hall with different test papers coming to you every day, and in those test papers you can see how you're performing, what are your qualities, what inner talents you have. Sometimes you don't even know, but when you give those test papers, that time you are able to emerge those qualities within you. And when you start doing it, then your focus is just shifted out from the outside world. Now your focus is not on what that person told me or how he behaved with me, but now your focus is on how am I performing, or how am I doing as an individual, as a spiritual being. What is my progress? I'm able to see that progress. Did I progress? Was I successful? Was I victorious in that situation? How can we check whether I'm victorious or no? How much stability I had when that situation came to me. And so these are things which, and these things, come on a daily basis. You'll find that these things are happening on a daily basis in our life. And so taking that time out in a day and sitting with yourself for 2, 3 minutes is very important. Don't you think it's important? Giving time to yourself, sitting with yourself for even 2, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, and contemplating what happened. Just emerging that scene in front of you. What happened? What did that person tell? How did I react? What did I go through? What were my feelings and emotions at that period of time? Somebody tells me, somebody, like I like wearing white, but somebody just comes and tells me, oh, white is such a boring color. कुछ मजा नहीं है, क्या white color पहनते हो, कितना boring color है. So if I take it very personally, I was insulted. I had, I was disrespected, or I was insulted, or that I was rejected. So sometimes you start developing those kind of feelings within you. So now that person just expressed his choice of color. It doesn't mean that the person disrespected me, but I am taking it very personally and thinking about it. So it could happen. This is just an example. Like I remember, as when we had started staying the center initially. So I and another sister, we were sent for uh, shopping to buy some curtain material, for the center. So so we went and we spent a lot of time. I actually really invested a lot of time in choosing the colors and deciding, and they were really very beautiful set of colors and things we had chosen and decided. So now after that, uh, our senior sister, she would be the one who would be making the choice. So then after from the shopkeeper, we kept some certain pieces aside. So in the next round, we took our senior sister because, that would save a lot of time of her time, which is very valuable. So the next time we took her. So as soon as we showed her all the collection before which we had spent so many hours, we showed her all the collection of curtains, what we had selected. But not even one was selected. All those was rejected. Not even one was selected. And then she looked at the whole shop. Then she told the shopkeeper, uh, do you have something with beautiful flowers or leaves? So he showed that. Second is, do you have anything green in color? Okay, green color. These two choices, green color and one with flowers and leaves, flowers or leaves or what. Okay. He showed there were two, just they were very limited, 2, 3 of them. From that, she made a selection and that was done. So I was thinking that I spent so many hours behind this and everything was rejected and this was selected, only this was selected. So then, okay, theek. But this happened 2, 3 times, in different instances. But in during conversation with her, I realized that why she wanted something specific like this, because she wanted dark curtain in the room. Because of that, she didn't want that glare to come inside the room. So that she was very specific, and because she likes flowers, and the room had to be very dark. But many a times, 2, 3 times, that feeling that I took so much efforts and it is rejected. So that feeling was coming in, and that kind of thoughts were coming. But then I understood the context, that why she wanted such and certain things. So now whenever I go to the shop, when the shopkeeper will show me so many things, I will only say, I don't show me anything, just show me something in green color and show me something that is having flowers or leaves, and that is what I want. So sometimes people have their own choice of things and there could be a reason. But I cannot take it very personally and, feel bad about it, and I have to learn to release those things. Even though I'm very attached to that, attached to the choice I make, I may have to leave that sometimes. And I've always seen in life, when you just leave that, and you will find that that time is there for doing many other things. There are many things, that time has been saved for other things which are much better for your development. So even if and why we need to work on ourselves on a daily basis, because what happens is, otherwise these things, these are very small incidences that happen. And if you don't, rectify it on a daily basis, then it becomes a collection of these feelings. Suppose this kind of situation repeats with me for 15 days, 15 times, or 20 times, 25 times, then it becomes a very strong wound which is there within me. First, it is just a small wound. Now it has become very big and very sensitive. So when somebody just tells me one thing, that will just trigger that wound will be just triggered, and it will always give that pain. Like suppose you have a fracture, then then what happens is, either doctor will advise you, you take rest, you don't move your hands or legs or wherever you have got a fracture, and keep it so that it is healed. So you have to heal yourself. Nobody is going to come to heal you. You have to heal your own self with these small small things that happen. And when you heal that, that wound will not be there. And if you don't heal, even if the fracture, if initially you don't take care, and you just still are going along with, walking with that or working with that, then during maybe winter time or something, that will give you pain. Whenever the atmosphere changes, environment changes, that is going to give you pain because you're not healed it completely. So understand that you don't need to go to people to validate, or say that, do you think I was right? You understood me, that I was right and that person was wrong, and she insulted me. Yes, maybe you can ask for opinions, but uh, for you to heal yourself, or approve of yourself, you only need one person. You don't need the whole world. You need only one person, and that is your own self. So it is very important sitting with yourself, uh, being nice to yourself. Can you speak kindly to yourself? Ask yourself, can I be kind with myself? Can I say nice things to myself? If your friend is feeling very low, not feeling very good, you'll go out of your way and speak to your friend and try to console that person. You will tell nice thing, nahi nahi aisi baat nahi hai, aap bahut अच्छे हो, you're very, it's not that, so you will tell nice things which will help that person to feel good. So maybe we'll not have always people to come and make us feel good, but you have to stand for yourself. You have to be your own best friend. You don't need the whole world to tell you that you are nice or you're good. It's okay. Your what you have thought is right. No, you don't need to. Your own self is enough. And so meeting your own self, and that one person, one person is enough, and that one person is your own self. And when you have the habit of engaging in a conversation with your own self, then actually you're not looking out in the world every time for someone's validation, somebody telling something about nice to you. And then and that is necessary. Why? Because when you do this, you'll find that every day you're just letting go things which are not very important, because unknowingly we make small things very important in our life, because we've got a series of experiences of that. जैसे हाँ, हमेशा मेरे साथ ऐसे ही होता है, सब लोग मेरे साथ ऐसा ही करते. Then you start you learn to live in a very uh, you learn to have a bigger life, where this you feel that these all are very small and petty things. You may even learn to laugh over these things. ठीक है चलो, कि ये बड़ी बात नहीं है, इसमें कौन सी बड़ी बात है, छोटी बात है. So there was one there was a video. In that video they showed a monkey in the prison. The monkey sitting in the prison, and outside the prison, in the that cage, that prison or the cage, so outside the prison, at a distance, at a far distance, they've kept a bunch of bananas. So the monkey is always trying to look at that. The monkey is looking at that banana and constantly trying to, like, the eat that, pull that banana towards him. But the hand is not reaching the banana. So that monkey doesn't know what to do every time that he's trying to put his hand out and trying to take that banana, but he is not succeeding. And that monkey is going mad, he's just running here and there inside the prison, and doing things, and getting upset, irritated. So after trying for a very long time, ultimately the monkey also gets fed up. So he just sits silently there. He knows he can't do anything. I've done everything now. अब कुछ नहीं हो सकता. अभी वो बनाना बहुत दूर है, मुझे मिल नहीं सकता है. So that monkey just sits in silence. Then sitting in silence, वो क्या कर रहा है? Left देख रहा है, right देख रहा है, इधर उधर देख रहा है. So he just looks towards the right and he sees that there is a stick lying there. It was kept purposely there. So there is a stick there. So that monkey, it strikes him. That monkey gets an idea. He takes that stick, and with the help of that stick, that monkey pulls the banana towards it, and the monkey takes that banana and has it. So till something was, मंकी को भी कब मिला बनाना? जब वो मंकी शांति से बैठा, तो उसको कुछ बुद्धि में समझ में आया, उसको कुछ स्ट्राइक हुआ कि मुझे क्या करना है. तो कई बार आपकी लाइफ में जो भी बातें आती है, एवरी डे, आपको अगर बहुत कुछ ऐसा हो रहा है, थोड़ा टाइम साइलेंस में बैठो. उस साइलेंस में बैठ के उस react करने, just we learned in the sessions that instead of just reacting and uh, becoming very impulsive, बैठो silence में and see what can be done about it. Have that self talk, that is that situation so big, uh, is it so important in my life, and is it more important than my life? That situation is there in your life, but life is very big. But sometimes we are making that situation more important than our life also. वो situation है one page of the whole book, maybe one chapter, one page of the whole book, but I'm making that one page so important, like that is the whole book. अगर मेरी ये जब तक ये ठीक नहीं होगा, मेरी लाइफ ठीक नहीं होगी. I'm giving that situation so much importance and spoiling my day, and spoiling my state of mind, spoiling my relations just because of that one incident. So वो silence में, as long as things are not in your control. When that monkey was always was saying, he was trying to get something which is not in his control, so he was getting upset. So I'll show you a slide here, so you can see here this something which shows here. Okay, can you see this? So you can see here, always try to see what things are in your control and what things are not in my control. What is out of my control? Actions of others, the past, opinion of others, what's happening around me, the outcome of my efforts, the future, how others take care of themselves, what other people think of me, all that is out of my control. And when I'm trying to control this, then see yourself like that monkey who's going mad because it is not in his hands now. It is something beyond. I'm trying to get it. And then your state of mind will be like that monkey mind, just out of unhappiness and frustration, because you're trying to control something which is not, which has never been our control. However, how much ever, if you try also, it could be for some time, but not always. So understanding this difference, what things are in my control? What is in my control? My thoughts and actions. What I give my energy to. How I speak to myself. The goals I set. How I spend my free time. How I handle challenges. My boundaries. These are things which are there in my control. What I think, what I feel, my attitude, behavior, all this is there in this. And when you are working on giving your energy to those things, you will feel that you can say that development, inner development, or inner progress. Otherwise, our state of mind will just be like that monkey, which where nothing is in his hand and he's trying to do many things. So understanding the drama of life. So when you understand the drama of life, and you are just an individual actor in this world drama. There is a director, there is a drama, there is a story, everything is there. But I, as an individual actor, only what is in my control is maybe not even my role, but what I can do in that role. Suppose I've already been given that role. Now the director has given me a certain role in the drama. Even the choice of that role maybe was not in my hands. So that role was already given to me. I don't have control of what the story is going around. I don't have control of what other actors or co-actors have to do acting or their script. Nothing is in my hands. But definitely what is in my hand is the role I have been given. That role, how I can play in the best manner. Don't you think that at least you have a choice there? So try to be sensible and use that choice there. In whatever role I have got. And drama means variety. How much ever I feel that I am right, but the other person is right in his own perspective. For me, some flower is very valuable, other person will say it is useless. Some color is very precious to me, but as special to me and other person it will be useless. Some food I may like very much, very, very special, for other person it useless. In our center itself, somebody likes uh, jackfruit very much, waits for the season, and there would be somebody who just can't even stand the smell of jackfruit. Will go to the other apartment because they can't stand the smell. So this whole drama is about different perceptions, different choices. And when you are accepting, you will find that you are more at peace with your own self. And where your focus is on whatever goals you have set in your life. So for developing yourself, having certain goals, individual goals, whether they are just short-term goals, whether it could be just a goal of today, I will be in very good mood. That is one goal, just for a day or maybe few hours. चाहे कुछ भी हो जाए, मैं मेरा मूड बहुत अच्छा रखूं. तो ये मैंने एक स्ट्रॉन्ग थॉट लिया है, इन जिसको हम कई बार कहते हैं व्रत लेना. व्हेन यू टेक व्रत और उपवास, व्रत मीन्स व्हाट? व्रत मीन्स इट इज अ डिटरमाइंड थॉट. कई लोग व्रत लेते हैं, ओनली वन टाइम आई विल हैव मील्स टुडे. सो आज कोई भी बहुत अच्छा, और आई हैव ओनली फ्रूट्स टुडे. तो आज हमारे सामने somebody will get a very good plate of very good delicious food also. Then also what will happen is I'll say नहीं मेरा व्रत है, तो I will not have it. So because that is a strong thought I have taken. So there is a saying in Hindi, it says व्रत से वृत्ति बदलती. व्रत से वृत्ति, वृत्ति मीन्स एटीट्यूड. तो जो हम डिटरमाइंड थॉट लेते हैं उससे हमारी एटीट्यूड्स, देयर इज अ शिफ्ट इन आवर एटीट्यूड्स. See, if I take a thought that आज whatever happens, I will keep up my good mood. So there could be many instances, scenes that will spoil my mood. But I have to remind myself, just like in a physical way, when I'm not having, when I've kept a breath, I'm, completing it. तो वैसे ही that this fasting मैंने जो किया है, that I will be in good mood. I have to do that. Why? Not because I'm now my attention is not on what that person is doing. But मैंने व्रत लिया है, इसलिए मुझे उसको complete करना है कि चाहे कुछ भी हो जाए, मुझे ये अपना mood ठीक रखना है. तो when I'm keeping second day मैंने व्रत लिया that whoever comes in front of me today, I will see some goodness in that person. So when I'm practicing such vrat, then my attitude starts changing. So this spirituality is a whole inner journey, and it is a whole big world where you have many things to experience in your day-to-day life. And as you discover, you will see many good things. You will discover yourself as a very beautiful person with good talents and goodness that you have. You will learn to discover your own goodness in the path of spirituality and meditation. It is not just about ठीक है साइलेंस में बैठना है, वर्ल्ड से डिटैच होना है, कुछ सोचना नहीं. नो, but it is a totally inner journey of seeing your own higher self. आपका जो हायर सेल्फ है, आपका परफेक्ट सेल्फ है, उस तक जाना एंड उसको अपने लाइफ में, डेली लाइफ में एक्सपीरियंस करना. व्हाट इज माय ओन गुडनेस, व्हाट इज माय हायर स्टेट. So this comes as, so we have to, so trying to make it as a part of your daily routine, whether it's meditation, whether it is spirituality. So I think that since you have been hearing 2, 3, 4 sessions on the same topic, so many aspects must be very clear. So still, if you would like to ask something, any of you could have any questions in your mind, then you could surely ask and share those questions. Any doubts or any thing you want to know further about this? All are clear? कोई प्रश्न नहीं. Whether even if you want to know something about meditation or spirituality or particularly related to this topic, if you want to have whether you have any doubt whether really it works, or how things work in your life, to what extent, you can surely, you're free to ask. So प्रश्न नहीं है तो प्रसन्न चित है. देयर इज सेइंग, हम लोग कहते हैं जिसको प्रश्न नहीं है वो प्रसन्न चित है. तो प्रश्न नहीं है मीन्स नो डाउट्स सब कुछ क्लियर है and that is taking you another step to have that confidence to follow it.
So I can ask one thing, Didi. Ki what are the common trigger points maybe which can lead to take things personally, and how we can overcome them? Trigger
So,
points basically which can leads to taking things personally and how we can overcome them.
see, triggers, as we mentioned, could be like when we go about and when you're it comes basically if you understand that when you're too attached to something, too attached to sense, uh, very attached to the to my choices, even choices like my opinions, my choice, my opinion, um, my views about these things. Now, so like if I have a certain view about something, and when somebody is not comfortable with that, so say that person may tell something because that is not according to him, it is not that. So then I could it could just make me feel bad about it, like मेरा view लिया नहीं गया, मुझे importance नहीं दिया गया, मैं next time तो हम view बताएंगे ही नहीं हमारा. Or like choices I make and I feel that what I did is the best choice, but फिर भी जो है उसको reject किया गया. So these are whether it is choice, whether it is opinion, or the thing that or an image I have, my image of something, that this is my image about myself, that I'm like this, I'm very good, or I'm very intelligent, or I'm very friendly, but somebody just comes and tells me the opposite thing. So that has hurt my image, that has hurt, I have created that image in my mind, and I'm very attached to that image, or I'm very attached to that opinion or something. So a trigger could be anything that comes, but the process behind is that I'm too attached to that, and I feel that is mine, and so hurting that means it is hurting me. I've been hurt because of that. So in daily life anybody could come and voice their opinion, but not understanding that it is just an opinion, it is just a choice, it is just their view about things, and not taking it as a personal grudge, or that that it has been directed towards me. So that is what works, and how we are so attached to whatever we think, feel, and believe, thinking that that is only the right thing. Also, somebody has asked that how can, brother Mukesh Bhai has asked that how can we be more focused in meditation. So in meditation, uh, there are so many, meditation being a very vast topic. So one aspect is that uh, about when we focus on our inner self, when I am uh, seeing myself as an inner being, as a soul with those inner qualities. And again, holding that image of those qualities about myself, and seeing myself as those qualities for maybe even a half a minute or 1 minute. And also invoking the powers from the Supreme, that I am that. Suppose, like, I'm just giving an example. Like, suppose I feel that I need the power to face difficulties. I need that power, or I need that inner strength to face difficulties. Now, in meditation, when I emerge myself, as a point of light, and I am meditating on the Supreme. Here we say Shiv Baba. When we say Shiv Baba, when we are meditating on the point of light Supreme, just like you go in front of the sun. Suppose you are going in front of the sun, all the rays are coming to you. When you stand under a waterfall, that water is just coming to you, and it is just a feeling of happiness, it is a feeling of coolness, it is a feeling of silence, whatever you're feeling, and you're just feeling it. So same way, when you can do that in meditation, where visualization will help you. And when you are using your technique of visualization, it helps to focus better. So you take that quality what you want to the supreme, and like you are in front of the supreme, and supreme is just giving you those rays, maybe the rays of power. The rays of power are coming to you, and the rays of power you are receiving, your mind, your body, the soul, everything is just receiving those rays of power. Now you can find out anything that works for you, and you practice that, not just one day, for a period of time you practice that. If you're practicing it for 5 minutes daily, you practice for 5 minutes daily, but every day you practice. Then that will become your mind pattern. So you have already practiced it. In the initial day, you can take help of guided meditation. So if you find some guided meditation that you are comfortable with, then you try practicing that for some time. When you are playing that guided meditation, you play that guided meditation and practice it. Then you can, without that meditation, also same thing, same feeling, same visualization, you can practice it just without that guided meditation. Like when you learn bicycle, you initially you have something that helps you, then that support is removed afterwards, and then you're on the own. So the guided meditation, you have tracks of that, so that can help you in the initially, and so you can just play that and practice that meditation. Then that will help you to focus better. Then you take it sitting in silence without that track, just on your own. So when you will do that on your own, you will know that you can generate those thoughts on your own. You can generate that visualization and focus on your own without the help of any external uh, track or a song or guided meditation that is being played. So of course, if you even learn, if you go to the center or you take online, the Raj Yoga meditation course, that will also help you. And try to practice one thing for some time. So when you practice one thing for some time, you will get mastery over that. So even when your situation, you can easily uh, come into that experience. You can easily emerge that and get into that experience. So which will help you to dissolve that toxic thing what is there outside. So because that practice you have already done mentally. Yes, yes, brother. So I think you're practicing. So it does help. And because that is when you do meditation, that creates an inner image. So an outer image is that maybe I'm worried, I'm stressed, I'm unhappy, but an inner image of peace, silence. So when you're just shifting into that inner image, that inner image is your aura of protection around you, and that will help you to maintain that silence even when you are actually in that situation. So first is that sitting and practicing that for some time. Anything you can take, whatever you want in life, whether you want peace in life, whether you want love, you want happiness, you want powers. So you meditate on that. You try to get that energy from the supreme of that quality or that power. So I think we can sit in meditation now. Since it's almost time up, or anything else you want to ask, we can otherwise sit for 5 minutes of silence. Om Shanti. So for some time, I gently withdraw myself from everything outside — taking my focus to my inner being of divine light. On the screen of my mind, I can see myself as a being of light, peaceful, relaxed, which is my true nature, which I am. Above my crown, above my head, I can now visualize the universal energy, the supreme energy, the divine, who is constantly radiating divine light, the ocean of peace, Almighty. I gently tune my mind, align my thoughts to that supreme energy, and I can feel the light of Supreme. Visualize a white light of peace, the energy of the Supreme coming to you, and that light is gradually covering the crown, my head, face, and as the white light enters into all the cells of the body, the mind and body getting relaxed, seeing the white light, healing rays, healing all the parts of the body, from the head to the neck, the shoulders, the hands, the chest, stomach, the upper body parts, the light traveling to your legs, to your feet. See yourself surrounded by that light of energy, the white light, the light of the Supreme surrounding you. All your body parts are filled with this light. All the organs in your body are full with this white light. This light healing every wound, injury in the body, and the mind becoming peaceful, relaxed, and this is releasing whatever you don't want in your life and healing and making you peaceful, strong. Your whole being is filled with the white light of energy, which is very peaceful, positive, and powerful. Visualize yourself with a light, white light of aura around you, and you are so safe and secure in that. God's divine energy spreading all around you and with you every moment of the day, guiding you, taking you on the path, being with you, holding your hand, leading to success. So invoke this divine presence of the Supreme in your life. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti. Om Shanti, sister.
Thank you, Didi, for the beautiful session and the meditation too. Om Shanti. So we'll
Thank
meet
you.
next week for another session with a different topic. Om Shanti.
Sure, sure. Thank you. Om Shanti to all of you.